Hi, today I just want to ask a question to Shreya ma'am if she's here in the group. That ma'am, every time when we are on a diet, certain foods that we have cravings for, so we have to always, close our eyes and give up on them. So once we lose our targeted weight, so will life always be like this that you have to kill your heart and because we here in India we are so fond of eating, and especially in the northern part of the country that we have grown up, and food is a very important part of our life. And immediately this turn comes when you feel that you want to get into shape and you want to live a more healthy lifestyle, vis-a-vis the food cravings that we have, or the way we have to give up on our food and close our eyes and kill our heart from all kinds of food. So does being fit and being healthy, adopting a healthy lifestyle, means that forever we have to continue on like this, killing our heart and closing our eyes to food?
Hi Vishali, I'm so glad that you're asking this question because this is actually very natural and this is apparently a question which everyone wants to ask, but somehow they feel hesitant about this. First of all, let's not use this harsh statement that we are killing our hearts, or we are stopping, or we are doing something which is making us vulnerable. So please do not think that ways, because if you talk about something like bread and butter, that's fine. That is not the food which is under the category of junk eating, or that is not giving you any ill health consequences, like does the your soft beverages, like your cold drinks, coke or anything. Or the chips, fried one. So bread butter, yes, that is perfectly fine. Once a week also in your diet also we can plan pizza or pasta, we can also plan that. See, I'll go step by step. Number one, do not feed negative things in your mind. First thing, negative thing means a negative thing makes the place more dominant if you use the harsh words like killing the heart, huh? So rather we can always present it in the way that I want to eat this thing, can I have, or what is the way to balance it out. So this is the more appropriate way towards it. Number two, because ultimately in your subconscious mind there would be a kind of frustration with these negative words. For the diet, for anything else, we should avoid very very critical or hard words which can take place in your subconscious mind, because ultimately it's going to make you frustrated. Number one. Number two, if you're asking for bread and butter, definitely while losing weight also we can plan bread and butter in your diet. You can ask your diet counselor. We can definitely add this in your tomorrow's diet or coming this week diet. Number one. Number two, second. um, and the third thing is throughout the life. Okay, so you are towards your goal, you want to shed some weight. For that you have to keep 6 months or 8 months or whatever target you have taken for yourself. And that ways we have given you one cheat day in a week also. So that cheat day you're having anything, no? So where does this question comes from? You're having whatever you want to have that one particular day, and that particular day also you have asked to swap the days. Like probably I'm craving for something, like pani puri I'm craving for today. So I will not wait for the Sunday to come. If I'm having strong craving, if I am not able to control it, I feel happy after having this pani puri, because that is going to give me emotional stability or kind of happy feeling. So I'm going to have my pani puri today, and tomorrow I can do a balanced diet. Tomorrow I can do a diet where I will not have much of carbohydrates, because I need to lose 10 kilos more. So that is my target. If I would have taken a target to lose 2 or 3 kilos, I would have gone slow. So this is, if the target is long, then the duration has to be long, and if the duration is long, then definitely the restrictions, the discipline has to be more stronger. So that ways. Now, towards the diet. While losing the diet, we have given you 1 day cheat day. Take your whatever meal you want to cheat, pizza, pasta, Maggie, burger, whatever you want to eat, just eat during the daytime, so that you don't get the heaviness in the night. And after dropping the diet, maintenance also. See, this is not about losing weight or gaining weight. If you are having one meal which is not very healthy, one meal means, supposedly lunch, I want to have my pasta. So pasta I can have, and that pasta would have little vegetable but more of maida or more of carbohydrates. So I need to have my nourishment from the breakfast and dinner. Nourishment means I have missed my protein, I have missed on my soup and salad. So that ways I'll cover up with the fiber. I will have more of salad, like twice salad or thrice salad. So that ways I will balance it out. Now after doing the diet course, after taking your target, after achieving your target, in maintenance, what you can do, like, um, if you're working out also, if you're engaging in yourself in any kind of cycle activity, or where you're working or burning out something, calories input and calories output has to be there. So you need to engage yourself in some kind of physical activity also. So go for 15-20 minutes cycling, do yoga. Yin yoga is very good that ways. And then increase your physical activity. And whatever you want to have, if you want to have parantha also, you can have parantha with the makhan also. So burn the calories, do some physical exercises, and if you have parantha with butter in the morning, or bread butter, or whatever you want to have it in the breakfast, or that matters lunch, and make the dinner very light. So for future also, dinner outing can be like once or twice. Next day after the outing, please try to follow what I try to follow, is because I had lost pretty well. Now I've again put on some few kilos. I'm losing that. So while losing, I am very sure that I'm gonna have only once a week cheat, and that too only what I want to have, like pani puri. I crave for pani puri, so I can have that. But during early hours, like not 8 or 9 o'clock, because ultimately in the morning I'm going to have bloating and water retention, and my night could go worse with the acid reflux. So unhealthy food is not good for the physical body also. You will feel uneasy, then the guilt. But this is not about the guilt. If you want to have something, please have it, and don't feel that negative. You are having everything. We are Punjabis, we are foodies, but Punjabi doesn't mean that you are just eating unhealthy, or Punjabi doesn't mean that Punjabi eats unhealthy only. Punjabi Punjabis are very sensible. If they take a decision to be healthy, so this is all about eating healthy, choosing for healthy practices. I could listen to your children. So in your voice note behind you, so I'm sure whatever you're eating, your children are getting inspiration from. So they are also in a way having the same kind of food which you're having. So see, you're doing perfect, you're going great. And if you're getting this kind of feeling, please take a cheat even today or tomorrow, and afterwards you have a kind of diet where you do detox, kind of detox means, just detox is just a name, but otherwise you can be on a soup day, or you can have more of proteins like eggs or paneer or whatever. You have that diet, no? So it's always that how we learn about it. And my dadi nani, my dadi, in fact my dadi was very healthy and fit lady. So she was not following any dietitian, but she always used to eat very healthy, very very healthy. She used to have her dinner before 7, but she was not following any dietitian. So, and otherwise also, she didn't have anything from outside, whatever she wanted to have. So like any meetha, any dessert, we would have together, and that again like once or twice was a practice only. So it is about the lifestyle changes. And eating unhealthy, fried or anything, if that gives you a good feeling, if you're not uncomfortable, if you know, if you don't have bloating, if your body is digesting those calories, then that is fine. If the body is not digesting the extra calories, so you need to understand there is a difference between physical need and the psychological need. So dear, you are psychological in need, so psychologically please work on the stress level, work on the exercises, please divert your energies, engage yourself in yoga, breathing exercises. So sometimes we want food because stressfully, we are in a kind of nature, we are where we are stressed. So that ways, and yes, why don't you ask your diet counselor to give you hot chocolate? Why don't you ask your diet counselor whatever you want to have? No, we can always plan those things in diet, and after finishing the diet also, we'll give you maintenance. And in maintenance also, um, you are allowed to have whatever you want, but just try to learn the balancing part. In a day we need to have, like breakfast should be good, carb and protein. Lunch, it can be again a smaller size, and dinner it has to be very very light, just the saute vegetables or the grilled vegetables, if the aim is to, if your metabolism is slow and you tend to gain very fast. So understand your body, and your body is thankful to you. Believe me, your body is super super happy. I don't know about the brain, but your physical body is very happy following the healthy eating pattern. And even if the mentally your stress level demands some kind of food, please listen to that craving, and you should always fulfill that craving. We can change, we can always add whatever you want to have in your diet, bread, butter, or whatever, parathas. We are already giving you makki ki roti and all. So definitely, whatever you want to have, please feel free to just drop a message, or while in your counseling, physical counseling, you can always ask us to give you something which you want to have, and we, as being dietitians experts, we can always balance it out.